everybody. Welcome to a new segment. Today, we are going to do how fixing Teen Titans Go. So, I'm gonna go for all episodes so far and fix them I guess, to make them better. And also, sort of a review, but it's mostly going to be, like, the changes I would make to make it funny. First off, I'm not going to make it, quote-unquote, serious. People think the creators think that it needs to be good. I'm actually gonna the things I'm gonna do, like say, are gonna be ones that like will actually work with what they're going with the show, which is a comedy superhero show with some action. Yeah, some action that leads from the comedy. No action at all, and you can have serious moments, and they don't know how to do that either. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the first episode. I'm gonna run for the plot. So the first episode was the pilot, and it's okay. I definitely seen worse, at least, but I expected it to be better than the later episodes. It's not good or great. It's subpar. It's kind of. I can see how this show is gonna have that from that episode. It's like, it is not gonna be good in the future though. If I saw that, I was like, for the first time, which I didn't. It's like I wasn't interested in Teen Titans Go at all, even though I'm like the biggest Teen Titans fan, the original series at least. Me and brothers used to watch that all the time. I watched it recently. Actually, it's still good, and like, to be honest, after watching like the show, I'm still watching it. I'm like on the middle of season 4 right now. I'm thinking, after watching the bunch of episodes there, and so far, even ones I didn't like when I was younger, I like now. But when I watched that one episode, I was like, okay, this is worse than all those episodes. So, but people would say it's a pilot. It shouldn't be. It's not that good. Well, the Teen Titans pilot was pretty good on the original series, the cartoon at least. And from what I see in the future of Teen Titans Go, the pilot is like way better than some of the episodes I've seen, such as Boys vs. Girls, Waffles, Let's Get Serious, The Return of Slade. Those were like horrible episodes. But this is the first episode. The plot is that the Raven is watching Pretty Pegasus. It's a My Little Pony ripoff, and this is the first episode. I saw it, and I saw this stupid My Little Pony thing, and Return of Slade. But it's like, I was like, okay, that's dumb. So I thought that was like first episode, maybe it'll reappear. But no, in the first fucking episode, it's there, and it's like a really main state part of it. It's like really annoying because even if I was a brony, I wouldn't like it because it's fucking stupid. I don't think anybody likes them, not fans of this show. And it makes no sense because the jokes they're getting is she's watching My Little Pony, but in the real life sense, it should be like someone like Robin, Cyborg, or Beast Boy watching it. Like, that's why they're called bronies. It's more weird for them to watch something like that. I guess, but Raven, she's apparently, because they don't know why her personality is the way, so they think she's just emo. And she also hates everybody. She doesn't consider them friends, she just hates them. So, yeah. Honestly, Beast Boy was my favorite character, and Raven was my second, and they neutered them. They're not. Beast Boy is like a surfer dude. Raven is just fucking emo. Like, she's not goth or anything. She doesn't have like more depth. And like the original show, she has some of the best jokes actually, by just being a straight man. And you think, yeah, Raven would be a good character in here, because you got a straight man, but they fuck it up because they just make Raven just like the rest of them, but just pissed off all the time. And also, she shows too much emotion. This is proof they never saw the show. So yeah, I was kind of pissed off. Robin, Beast Boy, and Cyborg are raving over Robin's sandwich, and apparently they're eating over Raven's head, who's watching her My Little Pony show in the living room for some reason. I don't know why. She's not even watching on the TV there. Like, yeah, she has her laptop. Why don't she just watch it in her room? Because she hates everybody. She hates people more in this show than she does. This character that will be more likely to be alone, especially if she hates all the other Titans. So it makes no sense. So yeah, they get the crumbs. It's like, you're eating like animals. Beast Boy is an animal. So yeah, that's funny, I guess. Not really. Robin claims that he makes the best sandwich. So Raven wants to watch the My Little Pony show and tells him that there's the great made this story up about a sandwich. But no, she didn't make it up. It was actually from a book. Though she made it up. Though what? It doesn't make any sense. She made up a story about a sandwich that it's like the best sandwich. It has the key to immortality, and there's ingredients. And so she gets the other Titans to go search for it with Starfire comes to the plot somehow, I don't know. Though they go searching, she gives them, I guess, tasks to go searching for different ingredients on different parts of the planet, except for Robin just has to go to the grocery store to get bread. Yeah, Robin was my least favorite member of the Teen Titans, at least. He's cool, but he's not as interesting as the other in the original show. Here he's the best, at least. Because he isn't like as dumb. He gets dumber later on in the series, but at the beginning he's okay. But yeah. One thing about Cyborg is just Beast Boy. So that's Beast Boy and Cyborg are the same character. They have a different look and different powers, but they're pretty much same character. So yeah, if you liked those characters, they're just the same. So yeah, pretty shitty character writing there. There's SpongeBob and Patrick from the later seasons, but worse in my opinion. So they go to their task. Cyborg goes, I don't know where he goes. He gets like bacon, mysterious bacon, and they fight the bread sandwich masters. And yeah, they have like really bad action scenes that are really not interesting at all. It's the pacing of the fights are crap. They don't have much fighting in there, but they can see why, because they don't know how to do it. Since the show is mostly comedy based, they try to put comedic stuff in there, but it doesn't work. Beast Boy goes underground to find, I forget what that was. It doesn't fucking matter. Lettuce, shit like that. He comes across a sandwich guardian. Starfire goes to outer space for a tomato. She fights a sandwich guardian. Robin is in the grocery store. Now, that's the only Robin section is the only section that actually I thought had some at least good jokes in there. And I see what they were going for. Is that they had like, it would have worked in the original show. Is that the other three Titans who are fighting epic battles while he's just waiting in the grocery line. So they cut back to him during the fight. And that could have worked if the action scenes were actually set up like the original show, where it could be like this intense thing, and then you cut to like him waiting. It could work, but if your action scenes are just like have terrible pacing and try to be funny even though there's no jokes, it doesn't work. At one point, there's this something. Cyborg loses his arm. Uh-oh. He says, my arm, Texaco appears. So you think, oh, so he's gonna punch, he's gonna defeat, he's gonna get really mad and, like, blow the crap out of the guy. No, it doesn't go that way. It goes, Starfire then loses her hair. She's like, my hair. Texaco appears. Okay. They're gonna go to Beast Boy, he's gonna say another thing. He breaks his teeth. My teeth! It isn't funny. I think Robin said something that's a little funny, but still. No, the layer thing. It didn't, because they had to lose something in the fight, but the way they had it in a row just didn't work at all. It was like different, and it wasn't over dramatic. It might have worked, But who knows? That's a different story. So they get their crap back, and they make the sandwich. Raven casts a bullshit spell on it, because apparently she didn't believe it actually existed. Apparently she made the story up, but then what the fuck was the book from? She actually had a book. Did she make it out of thin air? That's not a part of her powers, but who knows? Raven doesn't know jack shit, so maybe it is. She makes a sandwich. The sandwich is made, and the four titans have a fight over who should get to eat it, which is actually a good idea. But then Silky eats it. Yeah, they actually. I'm surprised they actually knew who Silky was. He wasn't in the show that much. But yeah, he eats a sandwich, he becomes the king, and then pukes it up. And Rama's like, yeah, I told you my sandwich was better. And it ends. Ugh. Okay, I need to mention one other thing. DC references. I'm not talking about actual Teen Titans references. I just mean the big DC references. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Or Flash and Green Lantern, I'm not sure. Mostly Batman and Superman. Good God, are they everywhere? It's like they can't think of anything creative, so let's just put Batman there, because he's recognizable. The original Teen Titans show, of course, never mentioned Batman really at all. In fact, very rarely, very hinted, like I think 2 times, where Batman is mentioned, and no Superman or Wonder Woman. Of course, there's like no Green Lantern either, or no Aquaman, no Flash. Of course, there was Aqualad and Kid Flash, but those are actually from Teen Titans series. But the DC things are like they can't think of anything, so let's just put recognizable characters that we have the rights to, because we're fucking lazy. We don't know how to do something new and creative. So yeah, it was the first episode. The fact that I knew this was gonna be worse later on, it was kind of annoying. Yeah, I can see them doing something obscure, like that could be funny, but just getting the main Justice League members having references all the time isn't that creative. It's not obscure, creative use of other DC characters they have. They're just using the ones that everyone knows. And video game reference. I like retro video games too, but they only do this because, oh, this is funny because it's people, the older audience will like the retro video game stuff, and kids like video games. So yeah, retro, you gotta have some context to it. It just can't throw it in all the time. There's one episode that's about that. God, that pissed me off. How to fix this episode? It's simple. To get rid of the DC references, I guess the video game stuff is okay. I know that's gonna be worse later on. DC references, unless it's creatively some reference in a very hidden background element of a hidden character that actually that speculates fans and crap like that. None main members, there's clearly Batman symbol, Superman symbol, a Batman stand in the store. They can do they can have little main DC characters, but the fact that they rely on it just goes, look, here's your DC characters that you all love. In case you can't fucking tell, it's in the same fucking universe, because apparently they don't think so. No My Little Pony. It doesn't make any sense. There's an easy substitute. In the show, it would have been Raven, would have been meditating, which she needs to do in order to maintain her powers. So, yeah. They're eating sandwiches. Then she goes to her room, and then they ask her if she wants some sandwiches. But she gets pissed off, and he's like, go. She says something about the Guardian. This is my plot they've redone. She's like, go. You think those are good sandwiches? Go find the actual good sandwich, like the Guardian sandwich. They ask, what's the Guardian sandwich? She tells a bullshit story that she makes up off the top of her head. Though she has a cocky smile and shuts the door in her face. Then she goes back to meditating. So Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Robin, Robin and Starfire, they're curious if sandwich exists. So Cyborg looks up online. He's like, there is a sandwich like that. like that, and he's like, and out of curiosity, it's like they decide to look for it. Look for it. Though, and they run into hijinks. Robin actually goes to the grocery store again because that's one of the ingredients needed. Because it is a funny thing to think about. It's like, be like, why do they need to go to the grocery store? It's like, because you can't do this because Cyborg needs to go here, Beast Boy needs to go there, and Cypher needs to go there. You can do this, something like that. So the grocery store stuff I would keep in because it actually works. Like when he shows off his stat to the guy, that was pretty funny. And though the number thing, there's dramatic music. If they just showed like both the numbers, like his ticket and the number they're going, without the dramatic music, it would have been like it would actually be better. But that was a good joke, guys. Good for them. Ugh. So yeah, they actually have like serious fight scene, and then we'll cut back to Robin. They'll be fighting. They'll having intense battles. There's not gonna be like mostly comical. It's not gonna be the characters aren't gonna be acting comical. The bread guys might do some really dumb attacks, but the main cast they won't be fighting in retarded ways. So they get the ingredients back. And also when Raven sees like, wow, that sandwich actually existed. And you're like, wait, so you made all that shit up? You can't have. It's like, yeah, I did. They get pissed off at her. Ugh. So then Robin's like, okay, I'm gonna eat the sandwich. They have a fight over it. Then like they're fighting over who should eat the sandwich because they lost or crap. Silky eats it, but this time it's less slow. He eats it in one gulp, because that'd be funnier. One gulp, and then the rest applies. Rem's like, I guess it wasn't that good when he picks it up. And they continue to annoy Raven because she was rude to them. They're sending them on a quest to get a crappy sandwich. I don't know. That's what I could have got out of it. It's not the greatest to get out of comedic material of it, but I do think my version is a little bit better. I wouldn't go with that plot though, because it's not that interesting of a plot, especially for a starter episode. Something that would cause a conflict between the characters. There's a little conflict, but if I was going off the actual story, that's what I had to go with. I don't know. What do you think of it? It's good or not? There are later episodes are going to be easier to do this with. The other episodes will also be shorter, unless it's like the bad episodes I mentioned. So I'll see you then.